Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and Korokoro leaked last night, which means we get a ton of Pokemon news today, and most of it is going to be around Pokken Tournament. However, if Pokken Tournament isn't your thing, there is news for everyone. We have game news, we also have movie news, anime news, everything's coming together, so we get a pretty solid announcement in the middle of January, almost out of nowhere. So there's already been a tease that, January 15th, there's going to be a reveal for new Pokken Tournament fighters, and we get 3 in the Korokoro leak. Now, the interesting thing is, according to some speculation, there's actually like a symbol missing in this article, so there still may be a 4th character to be officially revealed, not through Korokoro, so that does leave some opportunities open. But what we have here is we got our man Garchomp. Garchomp is going to be represented as a fighter. Oops, accidentally clicked off of it. And then we also have Braixen and Mewtwo. Mewtwo was pretty obvious to a lot of people, it's like they have to throw him in the game after making him that like dark Mewtwo boss, but Braixen, that's interesting, like not a fully evolved fighter, just like a middle tier Pokemon, and it looks like it still plays really well, so you have like a lot of long range attacks, going to be just kind of picking your opponent down with fire attacks, and then Mewtwo and Garchomp are going to be more close in your face fighters, and Garchomp is going to have a Mega Evolution as well as just like Dragon Rush and Sand Tomb and a lot of really cool moves like that. So they're really playing not with the typing in these, just the way the Pokemon plays. Garchomp is that Desert Dragon Pokemon. It gets access to the Sand Tomb. It has a lot of abilities that synergize in sand, so it plays like that in the fighter, which I think is really neat. And this is going to be on the Wii U as well. So it's not just like arcade exclusives that might be on the Wii U. It looks like Pokemon's starting to front load the game with as many characters as possible for the Wii U release, and that's pretty awesome. But right here, I think this is awesome news for pretty much anyone as well. There's going to be a legendary bird distribution that comes with the hidden ability. So we're going to get Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos with their hidden abilities, and that's actually huge because they've never had them before. So official 6th generation hidden ability legendary birds. Zapdos has Static, Articuno has Snow Cloak, and Moltres has Flame Body. So that means you can actually use Moltres as a breeding Pokemon with Fly. That's pretty cool. So you don't have to use a non-Gale Wings Talonflame on your team. I think that'd be pretty nice to have just from a utility standpoint, and also could be pretty useful because Flame Body, if you like use it as a switch in against a physical attacker, they make contact, might get burned, and it could work into your tankiness. I don't know how it improves their viability, but it's definitely nice that they have something other than pressure, and that's kind of like the big news right here. Other than that, a bit more movie news. I mean, like, we see something about Volcanion, and there's going to be questions answered. Like, it says right here on Cerebi, it was minor details for the new movie, but the next month issue is going to be very movie central. The magazine asks why Volcanion hates humans and what happened to make it hate them so much. So Volcanion, very, very angry Pokemon, if you couldn't tell from the images that we have here, and it looks like we have some cool steampunk things over there. Like, I'm wondering if this is where we get our information about the power plant. Are the locked doors? Were they keeping Volcanion I think that they were actually like keeping Volcanion locked up for steam power to power Kalos, or at least power Lumiose City. That would be a pretty interesting development right there. I don't know if that's already been confirmed by people, but that seems like the direction that they could take this, and it makes me really think that 7th generation is going to be next, because we're getting so many details for X, Y, and Z in the anime through the movie. So I feel like we're going to figure out everything about Kalos, then we can go into a new game, but that's just my speculation. And there was also some interesting stuff. Next month's Korokoro has a major announcement that affects the entire world for the movie. Now, I believe this goes because we're getting X, Y, and Z anime in America, so maybe the movie is going to have a universal release, that we're going to have it in America. Actually, it says the entire world, so maybe we're going to get the movies being released really close to each other, around the same time, which could be pretty crazy because season 19 starts February 20th. I mean, it feels like the XYZ anime was just coming out in Japan, and we already have it in America, so we're getting a lot more scrunched on these timelines. Everything's catching up to a more global scale, and that's really nice. So that means this, since it's a movie, it's a movie announcement that affects the entire world. So it's not a game announcement, just the movie. So we're either going to find out everything about the movie that we need to, and also just, I feel that it means we're going to have a really close release, or at least a lot more global information that isn't just like, oh, you have to read Korokoro, you have to find out about this. So the Pokemon Company website has been really good on keeping things global, and we're going to see if that trend sticks for next month. Garchomp, so that could be something pretty interesting. Other than that, I already mentioned the Articuno Zapdos. I just put that there as a reminder, the XYZ anime. And also, just at the end of it, this is what I mean, we have news for everyone. If I did just the Korokoro news and said, oh my goodness, new fighters, how cool is that? This wouldn't be that great of a video, but also, there was an announcement for the Rating Battle Season 14. Season 14's special format will be VGC 2016. Now, this is nice. This means that there's a ranked battle format on the battle spot that, you know, you can still do singles ranked, you can still do doubles, and you won't see legendaries, or you can go special, and that's your exclusive training for VGC 2016. So yeah, there we go. You'll have a chance to practice against other great trainers to get ready for next big competition, as in the video game championship season. So Blue Pentagon, so yeah, they just pretty much tell you everything you need to know. It's going to be legendary with the Season 14 regulations, and boom. So, I mean, that's actually cool news right there. This will begin January 19th, 2016. So, actually, right before the International Challenge. So, at least they're not throwing people directly into the fire. If you still want some non-legendary play, you're going to get it. If you want to train for VGC, you can also get that as well. This is actually going to be a very nice season for Pokemon battling. And I'm just going to go back to this picture because a lot of people want to see the Pokken Tournament news. I mean, I can imagine there are many Garchomp fans that are super hyped to see him getting in that combat, you know. Garchomp is a very ferocious fighting Pokemon, so seeing it get proper representation in Pokken Tournament's amazing. And I mean, some people are probably like, yo, Braixen, that's going to expand the roster, expands the ideas, it makes a lot of cool things happen. So hopefully this is a really strong thing for Pokken Tournament, maybe makes people consider it again, might make some people buy it, might make it come out as a more fulfilling game, and that could be really awesome. Now, I'm also thinking about this on a global scale. What if the fighter is going to be announced for all regions, across the globe and the world and stuff, because we're getting really close to when Pokken Tournament for Wii U is coming out, so maybe that's how they're going to promote it, you know? Alright, here's the release date, here's the last Pokemon that we're going to be announcing, boom, get hyped in a couple months kind of thing. I think that could work out pretty well. And also, as I've seen in the past with like DS games and Wii U games, they really don't leave too much of an announcement. Like, when it comes to like a main franchise game or something like that, it's like 6 months in advance that we get information. With like Wii U, other smaller titles and stuff, it makes it to where we get, you know, a couple months, maybe 1 or 2, and then the game comes out. So we could realistically get some information and have the game still come out in a very timely manner, and that could be pretty awesome. So if you guys enjoyed the video, that's going to be your Pokken Tournament, Pokemon Video Game Championship, movie, release, game news, a little bit of something for everyone, which is awesome. So if you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you for watching.